G'day guys, welcome back to the Solarpunk demo, part of the Steam Next Fest. Hope you guys are doing well. In the previous episode, we sort of learnt how the basics of the game works, and finally we managed to construct our very first cabin here. A good place to set our bed. I was initially thinking about just like placing the bed down because that was one of the things that we had to do for the tutorial, but I figured, you know, we may as well construct a little house for ourselves before we do that. And yeah, we don't really have any more tutorials, I don't think, so we're sort of left to our own devices. Now, towards the end of the previous episode, we also discovered the second tier of our research, and we took a look at the furnace airship, so I'm guessing the furnace will let us smelt some metals and stuff like that, but also maybe some glass as well. And I would like to get some glass so that we get some nice windows going for the house. But we also have all this other stuff. Deco tables and chairs and deco plant pack. I guess decorative stuff, basically. And yeah, as a part of this, we should be able to make some brick as well, so that's going to be really good. Well, apparently we need some brick to research this, but anyway, speaking of research, we may as well get the furnace researched immediately, and we'll take a look at what that's all about. I am very curious about farming though, and I know that you can do something about farming here in the animals tab, but I haven't really seen how we can get like chooks and stuff. Maybe it's not really unlocked just yet, so perhaps maybe we have to wait a little bit before we get that. How are we doing for berries? I think we've got a lot of berries, to be fair, guys, so maybe now's the time for us to start planting like wheat seeds. So let's go ahead and do that. Like, we don't really have a lot though, but we can get a little bit planted at the very least, and a little bit more cotton. And speaking of cotton, we may as well get a little bit more in there. Let's water everything. And it is getting dark, so now's probably a good chance for us to play around with the bed a little bit. I assume we should be able to skip the night, so we'll do that in a sec, once we finish all of our chores here with the farming. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's go to bed. Our first proper night. Well, is it a proper night? I guess it's more proper than sort of not sleeping at all. Alright, so I don't know about the farm and whether or not we might move all of the farm in a different position, but this seems like a decent enough spot still, so we might not need to fuss over it too much. Let's grab some water just in case we need it. Let's harvest that. Harvest that. Have a sip of water there, and I'm just sort of having a think here that we probably want to build ourselves a furnace immediately, and yeah, perhaps maybe we just build it randomly out here somewhere. So, what happened to our hammer? Perhaps maybe we've used up the hammer, perhaps maybe the durability has run out. So I might actually need a new hammer. Let's just see what's required there. So we need a little bit of stone. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. So one thing that I am actually concerned about is whether or not we will run out of stone and run out of ores and stuff like that, because I can't tell if things respawn or not, but anyway. One build hammer coming right up. And we should put that in the right place. And yeah, let's see what we need for the furnace. Actually, no, we probably don't even need the build hammer to be honest, for the furnace. But there is one thing that I wanted to experiment with. Yeah, okay, so stairs. We can do half stairs. And I was sort of thinking, whoopsie, accidentally let go of that. Perhaps maybe that's one thing that happened while we were building or something. Maybe we lost our hammer or something, but railings. I would like to be able to build like stairs to go into the house, but that doesn't seem to be an option. Like if there's a way to snap it from the top, that'd be good. Change orientation. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah. I would have thought it was change snapping point, but change orientation, I guess, makes a bit of sense in this case. We've got a little bit of clipping going on there. Alright, so furnace, let's take a look. So we'll need heaps and heaps and heaps of stones. So let's go out and see what we can find. A lot of stones here. I'm a little concerned about breaking down all of the stones in the area. But I suppose the stuff that we find over here might not be too bad. I think we get a few stones plus iron ores from these ones. Probably need a new pickaxe there. Let's grab that. And yeah, if you've been around the channel for a little bit, you know that I'm kind of a big fan of keeping as much as I can the natural formations and nature around me. That's why I'm a little bit reluctant sometimes with things like breaking down stones. With the trees, I'm okay with, because at least we know that we can simply regrow the trees, but these stones, I really don't know if they'll respawn or not. I suppose time will tell. All of this, can I... Oh, okay. I guess there are certain stones which we simply cannot break down. And that's fine. I think we need 20 in total, right? Yeah, we run out of durability on these things so quickly, don't we? Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if we really can do anything with these chickens. Can I murder one and find out what happens? Apparently not. There is no violence in this game. Well, I speak too soon. Perhaps maybe later. Yeah, it had to be done. I could collect more stone, but perhaps maybe I shouldn't just yet. Like, I want to keep all these stone formations as much as I can. But yeah, there should be loose stone every now and then. I think the loose stone has been respawning, although at a very slow rate. Let's go with the furnace. Craft that, and the first order of things would be to get some glass going. But yeah, let's place this down somewhere. There we go. So what do we need for the furnace? We need a little bit of fuel, so my guess is that'll be like some wood. And then we should be able to throw in stuff like sand, for instance. Oh, okay, I can't seem to stack that for whatever reason. Maybe 32 is the biggest stack that we can have. Alright, so that's going, and we'll get glass soon, so that's good. Let's just take a look at what the next steps are going to be. So we need a little bit of iron as well. We need simply some wood and some sticks for decorative tables and chairs and stuff. And then we need these bricks. I have no idea how to make the bricks just yet. Let me just have a quick squiz to see if there's anything else over here that we might want to look at making. We've got dough. I wonder if we cook the dough in the furnace as well, or if there's another way we're supposed to cook it. We only need 4 wheat for that. We have enough, so we may as well make the dough. And then what can we do with that? I suppose we're gonna have to cook it. Maybe, let me experiment. Can I chuck this there? No. Used for baking bread in the furnace. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was the reason why. I had to take the glass out as well. But there we go. So we'll just wait for this. Our very first loaf of bread should be delicious. Oh, look at that. Look at our self-sustaining Solarpunk lifestyle. Gotta love it. Farm is still looking good, although we do need to probably water some of the plants, so we'll get to that in a second. I've already got a little bit of glass on me. That's fine. I wonder if we could get to a point where we get some kind of automation, like sprinklers and stuff. That'd be nice if we could do that. And I definitely want to expand our farm a little bit so that we can have like a bit more wheat growing, I would say. I'll probably consume my bread. At least we want to wait until we're about halfway hungry before we eat it. I reckon that'd be good. But yeah, so since we're here, we may as well sort of work on expanding the farm a little bit. There. That should be good. So when we get more of the wheat seeds, we'll put that in there. And yeah, we'll have a bit more wheat and I guess we can continue growing like cotton and stuff. I'm sure we're going to have a need for more cotton. In fact, we may as well grow some cotton right now. Actually, probably need some water. So what do we need for windows? Okay, so the wall with windows only needs 1 glass, which means that I should be able to get like at least, you know, a couple of windows or something like that out this way. Initially I thought maybe I wanted to put some windows on these 2 sides, but maybe I should do it on this wall instead. So let's just demolish that and let's do a couple of window walls, or walls with windows, and that's looking fantastic. Now we should be able to get a nice view outside of the house. And do we want more windows elsewhere? I actually don't know. Maybe it might not be a bad idea to move some of this stuff to different spots. Maybe our workshop can be operating from this side instead. And now it'll make sense for us to do additional windows on this side and on this side as well. When we have the glass for it, that is, which I think should be now. And let's not forget about watering our farm. Brilliant. Alright. And you have no idea what happened to our original hammer, guys. Oh, no. That's not what we want. We're not looking for a door, are we? There we go. Much better. Oh, we're out of wood. Bloody hell. Okay, how are the trees growing? They're growing. They're a little small at the moment. So yeah, these trees, they do grow pretty slowly, I've got to say. Oh, hang on. Interesting. So I should be able to come down this way. Yes, okay. Fantastic. I was sort of wanting to grab the cotton and cotton seeds up there for a while now. Okay. Let's just chop down a few trees and we should be able to complete our nice windowed cabin. You know, this is being a little bit nitpicky here, but I reckon they could perhaps maybe improve the animation of the axe sort of cutting, because it feels a little bit strange sort of trying to cut down these trees and sort of pulling the blade of the axe down vertically. I feel like it should be a horizontal kind of motion, shouldn't it? Oh, hang on. I've got more cotton here. I suppose maybe some of this cotton just randomly spawns around the island. I mean, it would make a lot of sense that stuff just respawns, and perhaps maybe for it to be pretty random in terms of where they respawn. We should try and get heaps of these trees regrown. There we go. Alright, we've got enough wood, I think, so let's just go ahead and complete the build. Is this ready? No, not quite. Well, let's do maybe that, and oh, hang on. They're ready now. Maybe that's going to be ready very soon. Yeah, so let's just regrow. Oh, wow. Okay, we only got like 3 wheat seeds out of that. So wheat might actually be a little bit more difficult to grow, because I think the cotton seeds we get 2 out of 1 plant. Though I think there might be a way for us to simply get more wheat seeds by just converting the wheat into seeds, right? So yeah, that works. So at least we've got like 4 going at any given time here. But perhaps maybe we're going to have to do a bit more of a seed conversion every time. Right, so let's throw that there. Would be nice to see if... Oh my god, this game is gorgeous. I know it's sort of like watercolory, but I don't mind it, guys. It is quite breathtaking, if you think about it. Anyway, I digress. I was just about to say, it'd be nice to have some way to tell what the weather is going to be like, you know, in the next 12 hours, or, you know, well, I mean, I say 12 hours in-game, so in the next half day. Because if it rains sometime soon, then, you know, I'd kind of not be too happy about all this time that we're spending watering all of these patches. But, you know, it's got to be done. Right. Let's turn the candle on. Oh, did we have to refill the candle? I think we had to. And perhaps maybe we consumed one of our beeswaxes. I don't mind that system, actually. Which probably would prompt me now to think about getting even more beehives. So we might need to do that. Anyway, it is night, so let's sleep so we can continue during the daytime. So let's turn that off now, knowing that it is a bit of a resource. But yeah, we should think about what we want to do next. We've got all of our glass smelted here. Is it the same term for glass? Like, do we say that glass is smelted? Or is that the wrong terminology? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we are now smelting iron ores into iron bars. So that's good progress right there, because we're going to need that for the airship dock, and that is definitely one of our primary goals in this episode, and I'm hoping that at the very least we get there. This is just for the research, and then we're going to need to actually build it, right? So, but we've got decorative furniture now, so let's take a look at our options. So we've got tables, well, this looks like a coffee table, and some chairs. I like it. So let's start with a table, and let's see if we can place this down somewhere. And you know what? I'm really happy with the size that I ended up going with the little cabin here, because I feel like had I made it a bit smaller, I wouldn't have been able to fit all this stuff in. So maybe a table over there. Maybe we can do like coffee tables and stuff like that over this side. But this should give us the ability to perhaps maybe place down a little bit more lighting. So let's craft another candle. And yeah, maybe we can even do like a couple of candles, and we put them quite central on the table there. So if we really, really need to do stuff at night, we can light these candles and, you know, go from there. Speaking of candles, probably need some more beeswax at this point. I really need to get used to lowering the bucket every now and then. In fact, I should do that immediately once I collect the water from it. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, right, so now we should actually get some chairs. So what do we need for that? We need a bunch of sticks, which, you know what, I've got some wood for that. I may as well convert wood into sticks. So let's do that. And we should be able to make some more dough here. In fact, I haven't even eaten our bread just yet, so maybe I want to hold off on that until we eat the bread and learn about how much hunger it restores. I don't know if that was the right sentence. You get my drift. Let's do maybe a couple of these chairs. And we don't have to be too tidy about it. Something like that. And then the other one can be... Can we actually sit on these chairs? No. They're just decorative, literally. So, yeah. Don't need to give us space to be able to, like, sit in it, so that's fine. I think that's good. We could do maybe a couple more chairs on the sides if we really wanted to, but, you know, we don't have to. And let's take a look. We've got small tables. We just need a little bit of wood there, so we may as well get that as well. So There we go. It'd be nice if we had like sofas and stuff like that, so we would be able to sort of put sofas around the coffee table. At the moment, I don't think the coffee table would go too well with these chairs. So let's take a look. Do we have the options to create additional things, additional types of furniture? No, not really. We do have the ability to unlock tier 3. Okay, but that's, I guess, locked behind the demo. And it makes sense. It makes sense that we can't really see too much in this demo. So, I presume maybe at some point we'll be able to tame the hen out there. I'm hoping we'll be able to tame the hen out there. But yeah, anyway, we are actually getting a little bit hungry here, so why don't we eat the bread? Okay, there you go. So it's about a quarter that gets restored. So, good thing to learn, which means that perhaps maybe making the next batch of dough makes sense. And we can sort of cook this when this is free and not, you know, smelting any more of those ores. So, let's do... You know what, I might free that up, and I might wait until we get the ability to, you know, put some more wheat seeds in. So, we'll give it a little bit of time. We might actually have enough iron at this point. Yeah, we definitely do. Alright, cool. So let's get that research done. And let's move on from there. Oh, actually, we need a little bit of cloth. Easy. Actually do a bunch. And there we go. So airship dock. Beautiful. Yeah, surprisingly, we haven't seen things like fencing and stuff. I would love to get some fencing so that we can sort of fence this area off a little bit to make it a little bit safer if we decide to sort of come out back this way. Maybe it'll come later. But let's take a look. So I assume maybe we make the dock from here. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna need more iron, and we're gonna need more wood. So the iron we are sort of just waiting on. I suppose we're going to need to find ourselves some more ores as well though. So we may as well start the process of... Oh, hang on. I think maybe some of these ores have actually respawned. Could be wrong. It's hard to tell though. Because you spend a while sort of leaving an area and then you come back to it and you feel like you've seen something that wasn't there before. All of the stuff is gone from this area, so it'll be interesting to see if we see any, you know, stones with ores in it in that area again, and that would confirm our theory about things respawning. Anyway, sorry. I'm just rambling on. Let's cut down some trees, shall we? Oh yes, and there's the matter of trying to get to that spot there. Why is there some smoke there? Let's try to get there now. Maybe something like that, and then maybe just for, you know, safety. Not that we really need it, but we could do something like that. And then I did see these things, like these railings, half railings and railings. So we should be able to put these there as well, just to help out. Oh, hang on. Yeah, here are the fences that I want. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Yes, we do have fences. And we can even attach the fences there as well. That's kind of cool. I do like that. Alright, let's check out what's going on back here. Airship components obtained. You've received components from the crashed airship. I wonder if perhaps maybe the smoke came out only because we've started researching the dock, because it would make sense for us to be able to only build the airship once the dock has been built, right? So anyway, one more pickaxe please, thank you. Right, more ores, and I may as well cut down these trees. And I do need another axe. And let me replant some of these trees up here. May as well. I've got a lot of leaves. I don't know what we're using leaves for. I think we did actually have a use for a leaf pretty early on, and now I've sort of forgotten. I'll leave the maple tree there. Do these grow any bigger? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like the ones that I've planted initially were all up that way. Maybe I should go check that place out and see if some of them are mature enough already. Alright, let's bring all of this ore back, and I also want to check on the farm. Okay, looks good. I need more water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if these are all mature or not, but I think I'm willing to cut them down now. How much wood do we even have, though? I feel like I've been cutting trees left, right, and center now. I think we can maybe give wood cutting or tree cutting a bit of a rest. I want to make another beehive. Let's throw that in there, and we should have enough iron for that dock. Let's come back to it. So one more beehive, please, and yeah, this one, I might just place it. Oh, actually, that's where the tree is growing. Can't be too close, right? Maybe just over here. That seems fine to me. We could put maybe a couple of trees over here. Perfect. Alright. And we've got 4 seeds, 8 wheat. I want to convert some of that wheat into seeds. And yeah, I'm sort of waiting for these 2 sections. That's okay, I will get the wheat in immediately. We'll at least get these growing as soon as we can. And I suppose maybe the whole idea is that you might need quite a bit of food as you end up like exploring some of the other islands. So you probably need some food to last a little bit more out there. Alright, perfect. And I am curious about this dock though, so let's take a look. Oh, I've used up a little bit of wood. Okay, so we can't take a break with cutting down wood, apparently. Suppose it's my own fault for throwing more wood into the furnace and making more beehives. I think it'll be good for the long run. Alright, so what am I doing? I want to just quickly grab our saplings here. See if we can make sure that we're growing more trees. Don't want to run out of these trees at all. Maybe one there and one there. Alright, so it is night. Let's turn on all of our candles. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at our house. It is really coming together, isn't it? Let's just do... Actually, one thing that might not be a bad idea to do is to... Let's just fish out the iron here. Actually... Well, maybe we'll just do a bit of a switcheroo there. We'll throw this in. That way we've got a bit of bread tomorrow morning to enjoy. Okay. Set spawn. New spawn set. Okay, cool. And because we checked out the crashed, like, airship, is there anything that's unlocked over here? Or perhaps maybe that's something that gets unlocked at the dock. But anyway, we should be able to make this dock now. So let's go ahead and do that. And we should try and place this down somewhere. Docking parts must be in air. Let's just inspect this thing. Yeah, okay. Right, so it's quite clear which part needs to be on land and which part needs to be in the air. And I think this is steep enough, which is good. The only thing is I sort of want to maybe incorporate this with the building. So let's go ahead and do that. So hold T. Yeah, I think I want to raise it a tiny little bit. So it'll be something like that, and then we can, you know, put a few more pieces like that maybe, and then we can do... Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And then now... Oh, right. Okay, my bad, guys. I didn't realize, but apparently you can't incorporate any other buildings with it. I thought maybe it would be a good idea to do that and to just snap it against it, but no, it doesn't work that way, apparently. So let's break all of this down then. Well, let's place this down and let's see what happens next. Okay. Can I retrieve that again? Yeah, I can't. So I feel like that was maybe a little bit too far off the edge. Maybe what we want to do is like, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And what can we do here? Open airship manual. W and S. Yeah, okay. So kind of like tank controls. Double tap for reverse. Okay, cool. Docking indicator. Upper lights, docking mid-air is possible. Lower right, docking at nearby dock is possible. Docking. Not possible when too fast or too tilted. And you press E to dock the airship. Okay. Right, and... Oh, okay. Rising and descending. Alright. Wind direction. Strong wind pushes the airship. Flying against the wind is much slower. Turbulence. The stronger the wind, the more turbulence occurs. And then... Okay, changing camera view is locked for now. Looking around... Battery indicator. Charging indicator. Indicates whether or not the airship solar panel is charging the battery or not. Interesting. So we might need to build some solar panels or something. And the repairing mechanic is also locked. Lights. Okay. Retrieve at dock. If you lost or crashed your airship, you can retrieve it at your dock. Okay. So it's not really that punishing. But I suppose we do still need to make the airship itself. So, yeah, here we go. Need a little bit more iron. And the crashed airship components. We even have that in our inventory. I don't actually see it anywhere. I guess it could be a key item. And that once we do, you know, retrieve it, it's just always on us or something. We've got the cloth. Yeah, just waiting for a little bit more iron. So let's retrieve the bread. And... well, yeah, maybe even consume that immediately. And let's get more iron smelting. Just need to wait a little bit more. And we should be good. Yeah, let's eat. Let's start growing more of this wheat. And more of our cotton as well. And let's top up our hunger meter there, just to make sure that we fully satiated. Grab all of this wax, and how are we doing for water? Getting a little low on the water, aren't we? So would be nice if it rains at some point. There we go. Let's get this airship and let's see if we can give it a whirl. I mean, it's looking pretty high tech. Considering all of the things that we're gathering, I don't really know if all of this is kind of possible, but hey, you know, let's not criticize the game too much on that front, so we're just having a bit of fun. Alright, so are we ready for a journey, or should we prepare stuff first? I don't know. I presume it's not going to be impossible for us to find more stones and sticks out there on some of the other islands. So we should be able to keep making like more tools and stuff, right? What I am concerned about though is the fact that we don't have a crafting table. I suppose maybe we can just make another crafting table out there, and that's, you know, something that we should be able to do. Clay. Have we really seen anything that needs clay? I can't say that I've seen anything that needs clay. Anyway, our pickaxe is still pretty durable anyway, so let us make our way. Yeah, okay, so we get a little bit more of this tutorial again, and that's fine. WS and then space and shift is what I want to be using. E to dock. We do need to just be careful about wind and turbulence. Yeah, and our battery power. So I have no idea how quick it will... Oh, okay. I can apparently control it by my mouse as well, in terms of direction. So, which island should we go for first? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we should try and go for this smaller one over here. That seems close enough. This is really cool. What the hell is all of this stuff here? Other islands, except the Merchant Island or whatever, is locked in the demo. Let's just take a look at that again. Yeah, okay. So... other islands except the Merchant Island or whatever it was. Maybe the Merchant is that airship that we saw in the previous episode. Let's aim for that. Oh... yeah, okay, you can definitely see that we're moving a little slower with the wind against us now. Yeah, it's a shame that we can't check out some of the other islands. It'd be kind of cool if we could do that. One thing that I'm also not entirely sure of with this game is whether or not it's all procedurally generated or what the deal is there. Yeah, we can definitely get to this island. Let's slow down a little bit. And not, like, crash the airship. So, I guess we just need to get to the blue section there to dock. Very good. Alright, nice. What is going on here? Well, sunflowers. Forester bot. A forester bot that automatically produces wood. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be kind of handy. I was sort of thinking it would be nice to get some automation going on. To not have to worry about, like, cutting down trees constantly. So, it seems like you can definitely do that. But not right now in this demo. So there's plenty of things to sink your teeth into once the full game comes out. I mean, I can't wait. I wonder when their release date is going to be. I should actually double check that on Steam. Locked in the demo as well. What are these things? With that, like, there's like cards or something like that with different items. Maybe it's a gacha style thing where you can get a random thing out of the vending machine. You received energy demo pack added to your inventory. 1 sprinkler, 1 drill, 1 network display, 16 cable connectors, and 2 solar panels, and 1 windmill. Okay, right. So they are just simply giving stuff to us to play around with. But we can't buy any more, so we can only use what we have. Alright, well, we'll have a play around. I feel like perhaps maybe, you know, the demo should have at least allowed us to go to one regular island as well. You know, even if it doesn't really have too much on it, at least you get an idea of what it's like to sort of explore a little bit, rather than just, you know, visiting the trader. And also, yeah, not entirely sure if there's going to be any kind of lore or anything or story with this game. It'd be cool if they sort of had an explanation as to why we're all living up here in the clouds. I mean, for all I know, this is probably just not the Earth, right? Can I build more than one dock? That's another good question. Because it might kind of be a good idea to have multiple, like, docking points. So you don't have to sort of swing by to the same spot all the time. There we go. Alright, not too bad. So, let's check out all this stuff that we now have. I regret not putting all of our stuff into storage before we went to that place, so... or I wonder if we interacted with the note, whether or not we could just get, like, all manner of things once more. Like, maybe it's unlimited, who knows? Ah, yes, okay, we don't have inventory space for it right now. Let's just sort out placing some of these new items here in storage for the time being. That way we can continue doing our work. Perfect. Alright. And probably do want a little bit more bread. So let's make some bread. Great. And yeah, I need to do all the watering. Oh, I still have one more solar panel there to try and place down. We'll get to that. Well, I guess maybe the next thing that we need to do really is to figure out what to do with all of this new technology that we've managed to obtain. Brilliant. Alright. I think it is now bedtime. Should I be lighting these candles? I really don't know if it's such a good idea, because it always needs a little bit of beeswax, right? I don't know. I kind of like the look and the glow, warm feeling that we get from lighting these candles before bed. But maybe what we can do is turn them off before we leave. Like that. Right, I'm just wondering whether or not anything has unlocked for us as a result of obtaining any of these things from the trader. I don't think that's the case. And tier 3 is still... something that you can't unlock at the moment. Oh, this is one thing that I haven't done. And to answer the question of the clay that I have, I should be throwing the clay in here. Yes, okay, and that gives us some brick. And I should be able to then play around with all of the potted plants and stuff. So, awesome. I'll be very happy once we get the ability to decorate a little bit more. Right. Maybe eat a few berries there, that's fine. I probably should tuck away a few things. And perhaps maybe only, like, carry what I need. And I'm probably going to very quickly find myself needing a bit more storage. So maybe we do need to get like another chest. Okay. We should have what we need. And I reckon I'll just put the other chest on the other opposite side there. And what do we want to put in here? Maybe like additional cotton. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Let's grab more of this brick. And do we have enough to research? I think we do. And yeah, that's actually what the leaves are for. So let's get into that. And where do we make all of this stuff from? Maybe the furnishings? Oh, there we go. Actually, I didn't realize that certain things have alternatives. I've only just noticed that now. So I could do like a circular or round table here if we wanted to. Is there anything else that has alternatives? No, not really. That's right, we have a survival guide which I put down on the ground. And I reckon it's time for us to just grab that and place it properly on the table. And that way we can consult the survival guide when we need it. There we go. Okay, my initial thought was maybe we can try and get into some of the tech that we've just obtained, but I did sort of say before that I wanted to try and make things a little bit safer for us by adding, you know, fencing and stuff like that. So perhaps maybe that's what we could get into, at least for the time being. And I'm thinking we might do one more episode yet, and we'll get into some of the newer tech that we've discovered. And maybe it'll be the limit of what we can discover during the demo. But yeah, let's see what we can do with adding these fences here. So they don't seem to snap to each other though. That's a little interesting. I thought they would snap. And I'm not really able to clip stuff here, unfortunately. Can I get rid of any of this stuff? Oh, okay, leaves. Maybe that's what I needed to do. No. Oh, we can do something like that. Maybe get rid of that. Ah, I see. Right. So you can't exactly overlap the fence. So you sort of need to play around with it a little bit. There we go. And I wonder if there would be like a terrain like leveler, or you know, some kind of tool that could help you level terrain a little bit. It's looking pretty hairy-ish. Bit of a gap there. I think that's good enough. That'll teach me to build a house so close to the end of the island. But I feel like it looks kind of quaint, you know? Looks kind of nice that way. Yeah, I don't think I can add any more here, unfortunately. Maybe something like that. Come on. Ah, yes, that's the best we can do. Alright. Looking good. I feel like we could, like, keep adding more fencing around this area. I'm gonna run out of wood soon, though. Beautiful. Alright, so we're not immediately at danger of like falling off due to any form of stupidity on my part. Maybe add a bit more over here. What do these look like? Picket fences. Do we have any fences that have... Yeah, okay. We've got ones that have gates as well, but... Oh, hang on. Is this locked or something? Yeah, apparently it's locked. Locked in the demo. Right. Trying to see what else we haven't really played around with. I don't really think that makes sense. Okay, let's just add a tiny bit more here. Brilliant. Would love to be able to get like a few more like maple trees to add it right in front of the house here. But I reckon we could also do some fencing for the farm, but I don't want to rush into that because we might be using all this new technology to automate some of the farming, and we could have a need for a little bit of extra space. Alright, let's take a look at decorations now. So, all of these different types of plants, it's gonna look really, really nice. Let's get a few of them in. Ah, we need a whole bunch of leaves to make all of this. Right, well, I haven't really been picking up a lot of leaves everywhere, but like all these bushes and stuff. I don't really want to cut like too many of them down, especially the ones like that are closer to our home. Kind of want to keep those bushes there. But maybe if we can go a little bit further out, find some more bushes, we can try and cut those down. We get some leaves from cutting down trees as well. I can't remember. We might actually get some, but perhaps maybe not very often. Yeah, we do get a few leaves, but not very much. Surely some of these bushes would simply regrow though. You know, come to think of it, I should have tried seeing whether or not I could cut some sunflowers while we were, you know, visiting the trader. And perhaps maybe growing some sunflowers here and there might not be a bad idea. Alright. That's a little dangerous, isn't it? Perhaps maybe there's a better way we can set things up to try and climb up. Make it a little safer. Maybe a half one? Yeah, that seems alright. Better than what we had before. probably add some railings. Like that. And half railings as well. And fencing. Perfect. Alright. Let's head home. I think I'm going to have a sleep. And I just want to see if I can make a couple of different, like, potted plants. And I reckon we'll call it an episode after that. In the next one, we'll definitely try to figure out how to use some of this new technology and to see what sort of improvements that's going to bring to us. But I feel like once we do that, that might be the extent of this demo. Let's see. Kind of wanted one of these. And perhaps maybe... Can we get like any of the larger ones? Perhaps maybe there might be some larger ones that we can get at some point. Yeah, okay. I can only make 2 for now. Whoops. Let's grab that. And let's place these down. So... yeah, I suppose that doesn't look too bad. These ones are a little smaller though. Perhaps maybe the smaller one is in fact suited for being on tables. Something like that. And then, since this is a little bit bigger, maybe we can put it like on the floor. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think we'll try and gather up more leaves in the next episode as well and try to make even more potted plants. And I'm sort of just trying to think about whether or not there's anything we can do on the outside of the cabin. One thing that stresses me out a little bit is the fact that I can't seem to figure out how to get a little bit of a sort of overhang thing for the roof to go up that way a little bit. So we'll see if we can try and figure it out as well. But I think we actually progressed the game quite a bit. We got the airship, the dock, we discovered the trader, and yeah, we discovered bread and all sorts of things actually, so very happy with our progress. I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys are enjoying this demo of Solarpunk, and if you are, dropping that like really does help quite a bit. Otherwise, I hope you guys stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.